The funny don't stop show. The funny don't stop. Hey, the funny don't stop show. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop show. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop show. The funny don't stop. Hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop Show.
Hey, back. What up, people? What up? Hey man, like that dude, DJ Khaled said, another one. Said, what are we at right now? What number is it, man?
Said
you're on mute, sir.
Said he is on mute.
Yeah,
there you go, Said, what number are we on right now, man?
93.
I thought it was 94. Was it 93 last week, Said? I mean, Raul?
I think it is 94.
94, okay.
Okay.
Something like that, 93, 94. I just know, man, time has flown by so fast, and 100's about to come on us, man. I'm just proud of that, man, and especially you guys that have been there since day one, man. Like real talk, Raul, Said, Savvy. I mean, everybody that's right here on this right here, man. I appreciate y'all, man, because that ain't easy, man. I mean, that took some commitment from everybody, and I enjoy. And I thank y'all so much for being on this journey with me, for real.
No doubt, word, man. It's been a lot. It's been almost kind of like the Lakers season, man. Like it's like you start off with all your pieces, you know, and then one guy decides, you know, oh, I don't want to go to the bubble. Then the season stopped,
right?
You know, then you get to the bubble, you know, and then you got adversity going on through the bubble, but some kind of way you still weather the storm and win a championship, bro. So
absolutely,
that just goes to show you what diligence and persistence does, bro. It wins rings.
Hey, and you know what they say? Teamwork
makes the dream work.
That's
absolutely, right, man. In fact, you know what? I don't know what other shows say that, but I want to actually, and you guys are hearing this live right now, I think I'm gonna put that in our program every single week. It's almost like in a way of saying a prayer. You know, it's almost like, hey, man, whenever I say teamwork,
make the dream work.
Real talk, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's real dope. I mean, as cliche as it is, it's really the truth. Like,
right.
It's really for real the truth. But anyway, everybody watching, I'm your host, Alex Thomas.
I'm Savvy Amusing. And I am Said Brass.
I'm Raul Guzman.
And you're watching the Funny Don't Stop Show. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. October 27th, man. Hey, before I even get going, can we just Raul, a big round of applause for the LA Dodgers tonight.
Oh yeah.
We can close this thing out.
Yeah.
What you think, Savvy? What you think, man? I mean, it's been a hell of a series so far.
Man, let me tell you something. In the words of LeBron James, finish your breakfast, man. Get it done. Do not mess around with them boys. Get out there, finish your breakfast, get the job done, man. You know, like we talked about before, I don't know if this has ever happened, at least in Los Angeles history. I don't know if it's ever been like a double championship like that, like Lakers or Dodgers or
it hasn't. We got
Rams, Lakers, or you know.
They kind of consider 87, 88 that year because that's when the Dodgers won the World Series in 88, but the Lakers won the World Championship that year in 87. So it's kind of like, you know, seasons cross or like you finish and now it's a new year.
Right.
So I think they kind of say 87, 88 year. Not only was the last time that we had two in the same year, it was the last time the Dodgers won the championship.
Right.
That was against Oakland, right?
That was against Oakland, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
that was a great one, man. I remember that.
Yeah, man. I'm super impressed, man, with these young Dodgers, man. When I tell you these dudes got bats, and it's like we're never out of it. Everybody can hit a home run. What do you think about that, Raul?
Man, they like averaging what, like 12 hits a game?
Yeah, them boys.
They guys are killing it, man.
Is that a lot of problem for baseball?
Man, hell yeah. Especially when you got a, you know, Tampa Bay got a pretty good pitching squad, man. You know,
yeah, they do.
And for them to sit there and knock out at least over, you know, double digits in hits every game,
yeah,
that's pretty damn impressive.
That's
man.
impressive.
That is, man. They got some swingers, man. Like I said, I haven't followed it this year as much, but once I started watching it, I was impressed as hell by the Dodgers, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I grew up in the Bay Area, man. As a Giants fan, I played in the farm leagues for the San Francisco Giants for a year.
Yeah.
And man, bro, I was like, I never thought I was late say this shit, man, but I was like, man, I'm going for the Dodgers.
Right.
Hey, and that's like the cardinal sin for you, man.
It is, man. But you know what, man? I've been living in LA for almost 20 years now, man.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's like half my life now.
Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that.
Exactly.
And we welcome you on home. We welcome you on home.
Yeah, I'm West
But
Coast all day, man.
You want to know what seems to be crazy though, Raul? Is like no matter how long you've been here, I don't know why it's that way, but it's like you don't tend to let go of your football team. No, that's the crazy thing. Like you can let go of anything else, but you can't let go of the football team. I don't know why it's like that.
Yeah, I think when I moved out to Florida, man, I think that's when I appreciated the whole West Coast a lot more. You know, where I became a fan of the Giants, the A's, the Raiders, the Niners, the Lakers. I was always a Laker fan from day one.
Right.
You know, but every West Coast team I'm a fan of now. You know, just like I said, to me the point is just enjoy the game, man. It's just a game.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, I'll still rep the Giants when I go out there, but like I said, I'm definitely like to see the Dodgers win this one though.
You know what's so crazy? The older I get, when I meet people like Said and you, Raul, guys that their lives have been in like 2 to 3 cities. I always wondered, how do y'all do that? Like Savvy and I, we've been in LA from day one. Yeah. So it's always been LA 24/7, 365, twice on Sundays.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when I like just hearing your story and said you went from Chicago to Houston to LA. It just happened to be 3 major cities that got champions all over the place.
Yeah.
How do you do that, Sid? How do you, I mean, because I know there's a lot of people, remember, we live in the city that people come from all over the world to be here to make it in whatever they're going to make it in, right?
Right.
And you came from different places. I always wanted to know, how do you adapt when it comes to sports? How did you do that? How did you adapt, Sid?
No, you really can't adapt. You just stay loyal to your team. You know, I'm still a diehard Bears fan. You know, we lost to the Rams last night. And then you have your teams that you kind of waffle on. You know, I've come more of a Lakers fan, but I'm a hardcore Dodgers fan. If it's any team in LA that I've kind of adopted, I would say the Dodgers out of the 3 major sports.
Why? Why Dodgers? Why baseball?
Probably because I was never committed to baseball as a kid. Growing up in Chicago, it was like cool. We knew Southside to root for the Sox, never rooted for the Cubs. You know, so it wasn't really kind of hard to divest from the Sox because I never really was just like a super baseball fan.
So let me ask you, not to cut you off, but Sox is Southside. We all know that. And the Cubs is the North Side. But I want to ask you, as a Chicagoan, is that like Crips and Bloods in Chicago?
Kind of, sort of. It's like, and it's based on cultural lines, right? So if you're middle class to upper middle class white, you root for the Cubs.
Yeah.
And if you're like lower middle class and you're black, you root for the Sox.
And you're black.
They were black.
Kind of like Republicans versus Democrats.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. And you see all the corporate companies, and back then, you know, telling my age, you know, the yuppies, they would go to Cubs games. And then Sox was on the middle of the South Side. It was kind of like USC is to
exactly. It'd be like if the Dodgers were in Compton and the Angels were in Beverly Hills.
Basically.
It really is like that in Chicago. Like it really is.
Basically, yeah. So I've always had a close kinship to the Sox, but to be honest with you, the Dodgers made me fall in love with baseball. So I always knew, I was like, whatever. You field trips as a kid and you go to the Sox game and see the dugout and sit in the stands. But it was like, I really wasn't into baseball. I will say going to a Dodgers game and then like seeing, you know, the Jackie Robinson shrine, like if you walk in, they have like they kind of like dugout seats. Just the whole marketing is just off the chain. But my first time was sitting in dugout seats. And so
How did that happen? How'd you get dugout seats?
I was working with a brand that was sponsoring that sponsors the Dodgers, so corporately. But
there you have it.
And so the dugout seats come with food. It's own private entrance.
Yeah,
you walk down and you walk
first
in.
class.
Yeah, man, it's like first class, and that's what spoiled me. You walk in, it's free food buffet. They got the Jackie Robinson like posters up. You like, man, this is dope. And then when you come out to go to your seat, it's like, whoa, like crazy.
Yeah.
The person
The
has
experience.
the whole experience. They had the DJ playing, and everybody was like in the aisle jumping. And this was when like Matt Kemp was there.
Right.
Crawford was there. It was a lot of black players on the Dodgers team. And man, it was like turned up. And then seeing all the Latino people, then they would be like suavemente. And then they'd be like in the aisles like dancing. And you're like, yo, this is like the club. This baseball like the club. And then every Sunday at Dodger Stadium is Los Dodgers. So it was all dedicated. Any Sunday game for the Dodgers is dedicated to just Latino culture, period.
One thing about it is Dodgers make their organization makes millions and millions and millions off the Latin community because
big time.
That's embedded in Los Angeles.
And
it's called Chavez Ravine. That's where they go.
And they embrace it, man. And it's no bad seat in Dodger Stadium. I've sat in the outfield, and the cool thing from a marketing aspect from the outfield is they do all you can eat. If you have an outfield ticket, you can do all you can eat in the outfield. All the Dodgers
the bleacher seats. Oh, he froze up.
Man, and I have a crazy story about that. You know how you just said that there's no bad seats out there?
At Dodger Stadium?
Man, check this out. My first game, it's a Giants against the Dodgers, right? My first game at the Dodger Stadium. I'm out there. I go out there. I'm in all orange and black. So I'm thinking my tickets were on the top, on the upper deck. So I go up there, and I get in there, and all of a sudden, it just kind of got quiet when I walked in. I turned around, man. I was like, this shit looked like a damn prison yard. And I'm talking about, I kind of got paranoid, and I tell the guy I was like, hey, yo, where my seats at, man? He's like, oh, no, you downstairs, bro. So I go downstairs, man, and I'm talking about people out there drinking wine and shit. It's like a whole nother environment.
It's a whole nother. You know what it is? It's almost like Raul. What up, Sam Nolan? He said, "Go Bears." Hey, it's almost like when I took you to the 49ers game. When you get spoiled, it's almost like going, if you only fly first class, it's really hard to fly coach again.
It is.
Oh
you know what I mean? It's kind of like the same. Like when you said that experience, trust me, I know both experiences. When you got the hookup, you get carte blanche. When you got to pay yourself, it's bleachers and peanuts. You know what I mean? But when you know somebody, it's lobster, and you got a jersey waiting for you.
Oh, you can eat,
bro. It's a whole different thing, but it just makes you go, I gotta have it. That's why I work hard, because I gotta have it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I remember the years of me sneaking into the Forum for the first 13 years of my life. I snuck in the Forum. Plus, I had family members that were vendors. I had family in there that worked the peanuts, the popcorn, and all that shit. So I remember those days. So I never thought it would get to the point as I went as a little South Central kid, sneaking, jumping fences and jumping in walls, until like now I know James Worthy. Now I know Magic Johnson. Now Byron Scott is my friend. I met Wayne Gretzky 4 or 5 times. It just makes you think about where you came from. You know what I mean?
You've been sneaking in since knee high,
brother.
Your dad told me a story. Your dad told me a story, dog, when I was out there.
Did my dad tell you a story?
Man, he was telling me basically how you snuck him into a couple games. He's like,
how you sneak your daddy in the game?
How my daddy tell you that shit? God, I cannot believe my father told you that.
I'm over here dying because I'm like, man, said told me the same story. I went through the same experience, and then your dad told me, it's like, man, he's been doing that since he was a kid. I was like,
let me tell you something.
Nigga's an official smuggler. Man.
Yeah, smuggler.
Sneaking niggas in game.
He that coyote.
Hey, you heard of seat fillers? I was an OG seat filler way before I knew what a fucking seat filler was. Let me tell you something. And only because you brought this up. I would have never in life brought this up, but now you know, and the cat's out the bag. I had to stop sneaking in when I got in the business and people started recognizing who I was. Because I'm like, nigga, I'm on TV now. I can't be getting busted for sneaking into the Oscars, sneaking into the Lakers, sneaking into football, basketball games. Dude, I was the kid. I was so cold with it. If my boy Daryl Heath was sitting here right now, I was so cold with it, I would sneak 6 and 7 friends into the forum.
He said a whole team.
But what I'm wondering though, Alex, when you sneak in, how do you have a seat? You have to have a seat, right?
Nigga, we never had a seat.
Hey,
put it this way. I snuck into the forum for so many years. I snuck into the forum for so many years that the white season ticket holders thought I had season tickets. Swear to God.
Yep.
I snuck into the forum so many years. This is gonna fuck you up, Savvy. I snuck into the forum so many years. Byron Scott, Norm Nixon, and Magic Johnson still to this day think my parents have season tickets.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man.
I am not lying. I've told Magic the story. I've told Norm the story. I told Michael Cooper the story. I told James Worthy the story because we never had seats. But what would happen is, since I was young, just so you know, I might as well tell you the whole story. Since 6 of my my relatives worked there, I knew the routine. Game time was 7:30. Even back in the day, 7:30 was game time. And if you worked as an employee, you had to be there by 6:30 to walk into the tunnel. Right. But when you walk into the tunnel, you did not have to have your uniform on. So people, their yellow shirts, they were in your bag. It could have been under your jacket, and there was a clipboard. The clipboard was for 16 years. The clipboard. So you'd be in a line, 45, 50, and we all look like hood niggas because they're the only ones that work here, right?
Right.
Nigga, these are bloods that are taking a break, nigga, to go get a real job, right?
Right.
Cornrows, all kind of shit, afros, jerry curls, and nigga, it would be, I'm not even exaggerating, it'd be a line 75 to 100 niggas that live in Inglewood, and they are the vendors. So you literally, when you got to you literally just put a check on a clipboard.
Right.
Check. I'm not exaggerating when I say I was bringing 6 and 7 niggas to championship games, to NHL. I brought niggas from the hood to go see Wayne Gretzky play. Didn't know a damn thing about hockey, and and I should tell them, all you got to do is we all just don't say nothing. You walk, and all you do is put a check on a clipboard, and you're in this bitch. Now we are not gonna have seats, nigga. I had to explain, when the white people come for their seats, you cannot argue. You can't say,
gotta get up.
Talk about, nigga. You just get up and you move a couple seats over, because there's always gonna be some sex. Even when they say sell out, there's gonna be a few seats that nobody ever comes for. Exactly. Yeah. And nigga, we were the kings of it. I went to about 10, 15 years of that exact same shit. And when I tell you, I saw everything from championships to playoff to some of the greatest games in basketball history. I was there. Nigga, I was so cold-blooded, I ended up in Ebony magazine on the floor with Spike Lee one year.
You lying now?
And niggas thought I was Teddy Riley.
He ain't lying.
Nigga, no. I'll never forget. I had a Jungle Fever hat on. I was on the floor with my girl because I got so cold-blooded, I was bringing dates, nigga.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I would just have to tell the chick, look here, we don't have seats, but we're going to be in this bitch, and you might meet Whitney Houston and Barbara Streisand tonight.
But we were sneaking in dates.
Nigga, I was sneaking in dates, and I'll never forget, it was 88, or no, it was 93, the year the Lakers played, 91, the year I had to stop. The Lakers played the Bulls in the championship, and I had on a Jungle Fever hat, and Spike knew me from the McDonald's commercial. And there's a picture in Ebony magazine where I'm on the floor, nigga, dressed fly as fuck. You look like I was Jack Nicholson's friend, and none of these niggas know I snuck in this bitch.
Crazy.
On motherfucking in Ebony magazine. It was crazy. But
that's wow, man. You never told me that story. That's crazy.
Hey, man, said Brass got stories. Said Nolan got stories. Daryl Heath got stories. Raul got stories of going to events with me. And you don't know how you going to get in that bitch. And next thing you know, nigga, am I getting dressed for the game?
Yeah. Next thing you know, you in the locker room with all the players.
Yeah, nah. Yeah.
Hey,
Nah.
wait, say that again, Raul.
I said the next thing you know, you in the locker room with all the players, man.
No, we did that. We did that, Raul. We've done that. We've done that, Raul. And I was scared shitless. You can tell my ass.
I think they think the Lion said.
No. We walked into a locker room one time with Allen Iverson, and they thought we were like this with the players or whatever. It was crazy. I was so nervous, and thinking back now in hindsight, it was like, dude, that's that courage you have just in life to just be able to walk into rooms, walk into doors, and be like, yo, I don't give a fuck what the result is. If they got to kick me out this, joint. So, it was a learning lesson, even in just confidence and just being able to go into an environment that you're not even conditioned to go into, coming from somebody that was like super corporate at the time. Yeah. For me, I was just not used to that. And so it was so funny. Yeah, it was so funny. So I could say, the life lessons in that was like, yo, Alex was relentless with that shit. And I was like, yo, I was so damn scared. But he right. It was literally going into, oh, my bad, Savvy. Literally going into NBA All-Star Weekend, like locker room. And we end up getting a suite. I know I've told this story on the show before. I've told this story on the show before, but
it's
getting a suite.
It's incredible. It's like I always say, man, if you act like you belong.
Yeah,
act like you belong. You know what, man? I bet you. I hope there's no Mexican cartel watching this show, nigga, because you're going to be having 100 DMs after this shit. So, Alex, you still good with the sneaking in on me?
Yeah. I heard you that NBA coyote.
Right. Got a couple of keys at the San Diego border.
Yeah,
you like to make $1 million, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, Sid, let all our people know where they can find us, Sid, man. On all the platforms and everything.
Man, yes, please, everyone. If you're watching us on any other platform, check us out on our YouTube platform. You see the comments popping up on the screen. That's the best way to get your comments integrated into the show. Go on there. Not only just watch us on YouTube, like it, subscribe us, hit the little button on the side to get our alerts. You can check us out on Spotify. I'm sorry. You can check us out.
You just made some shit up.
Spotify.
We need to get on.
Yo, dude, I got an app for work. I have an app for work called Spotio that I have to use.
Okay, I'm about to say, did you just come up with some?
Nah, it's a real app called Spotio.
And what does Spotio do?
It basically shows where you are. Same thing, corporate America. So when you're in field sales, they don't know where you are and where you're going at all times or whatever. So they have an app for the company called Spotio. So whenever you go visit an account or a client, you basically open up the Spotio app and record, hey, I've been here. And you can't make up a location because it's all like GPS connected. But definitely check us out. It's not that restrictive for us. You could check us out on multiple platforms. You could check us out on Spotify. You could check us out on Dash Radio. Obviously, you can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out on iHeartRadio. But like us, subscribe us, get the alerts. We love to have you.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you guys, I don't know if you guys voted already, man, but it's very important, man. Like I said, you're going to hear us talk about this every single day, every single night. Vote. It's incredible right now, man. I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but the pre-elections, they said that there's been more people to vote early than the entire vote in 2016. Like, that lets me know Donald Trump is running a little scared and nervous right now. That means we all know, let's just be real, they ain't talking about their people that have always voted. That is all of us others, black folks and minorities that never voted before. We're going out in droves. So that just makes me think, man, if he wins, some shady shit went down, because they said damn near 46 million people have already voted. I'm voting tomorrow. So I'm just encouraging everybody. What's your feeling on that, Savvy?
Well, man, the crazy thing about it, I was just actually wondering, like, what is it about this year to where it's a very hard press? I remember the last time I saw other and minorities come out and vote was when they elected Barack Obama. I remember when Trump was going up against Hillary, there was not this much press to vote. But it's literally everywhere, man. It's like it's popping up on my Instagram. It's popping up on my Facebook. I'm getting bundles and bundles and bundles of reminders to vote in the mail. So I was just simply wondering, what is it about this year to where they really, really, really are pressing you to vote like hard? You know, what is it about?
And you want to start with the answer on that? Because I have one, but I don't want to just look like I'm just hogging this up right now.
Yeah.
And you give him the real answer, and I'm just gonna be sporadic with what I have to say.
You know, it's so interesting. I probably started off with a story. Literally today, just before I started this podcast, in a regular grocery store market, friendly white lady I always see all the time. We're very friendly with each other. We do business together, but you know, a lovely relationship, right? She's telling me how business is kind of going bad because of the COVID. Long story short, you know, we get
escorting usually goes.
Ha!
Fucking with you, man.
No, that's good. That's good. But long story short, we get into somehow talking about vaccines, and I said, you know what? I don't trust the vaccine because I don't trust Donald Trump. And what did I say that for? And she just like flipped gears and was like, "Why don't you trust Donald Trump?
Oh shit,
he's done so much for black people. What do you mean?"
I hate that there's white people actually out there listening to him.
Yeah, they believe it.
Like Kanye and Savvy would say, "I'm gonna let you finish."
Right. And so
Jesus,
and so she was like saying this, right? And then in the same breath saying, you know, I really don't know how I want to vote. But you know, I'm not really Joe Biden and I'm not really Trump. But you know, I said, well, listen, this is a referendum on life and society. Yes, we can talk about money, we can talk about policy, we can talk about all the different things socially why people vote. But it is very important in this vote to just vote your conscience and vote your heart, right? And so, although this might benefit you, rich white lady, financially, this might benefit you policy-wise, rich white lady, politically, but socially and from a humane standpoint or from a humanity standpoint, this vote is a referendum on really what people are in society. And I think that that's so important because previous to that, we never really had that before. I've seen people that support the KKK and super racist people say, you know, I voted for Obama last time, right? But this election is so much about racial division and people voting from a humanity standpoint and voting from a social standpoint that is important to just go out and vote based on those terms, even if you don't understand, you know, where you stand on policy and where you stand on what the LIFT Act means and what the Social Security fund looks like and what Medicare look like. And if you don't understand anything from a policy standpoint, you have to vote just because this election is a referendum on where you are socially. So anybody go out and vote.
So to add to what he's saying, Savvy, it's like this. When you say, where's this press coming from? First of all, it's just important to vote because your voice can be heard.
Right.
I feel like in our lifetime, the first time, brothers and sisters in our lifetime, the first time we even realized that, oh, wow, they really do listen. Our vote really does count for something is when Obama became president, right? Cut to 8 years later, unfortunately, you know, he didn't continue on. But then we got this crazy lunatic in there, right?
Right.
So to kind of answer your question in the best way I can, the reason this press is so crazy is it went from let's all come together to help make history with the first black man that will ever be president.
Right.
It's cut to now let's all come together to make sure this lunatic doesn't become the next president again.
Right.
So I think, and then you add that in. We cannot act like we can't address the elephant in the room, which is COVID, you know, coronavirus. Right. That added extra shit, and then the cherry on top, unfortunately, is the way black people have been mistreated with the police and the social injustice, and the countless amount of brothers and sisters that have been killed and murdered. So you put all that together, it's kind of like a recipe for disaster. So I say all that to say, hopefully that's your answer. The press is, yes, I hate to say it, regardless to who's going to be in the White House, unfortunately, people are still going to get killed. People still going to get murdered.
Right.
The cops may still be the way they are, but we're fighting for change. But it starts with leadership. Like, shout out to my boy Seth Nolan that just said that. It starts out with leadership.
Yeah.
I just went to a Republican event the other day at my country club. And as you probably all know, it was just me and my wife. We were the only black people around tons of white Republicans. Nothing against somebody if they're Republican, you know, and not all white people are bad. And just because they're Republican, there's nothing bad against them, right? But the little talks that I had, it's like every single one of them on their own would whisper in my ear, do you guys really think Trump is racist? And I think who just said it? Oh, said it. They all said the same thing, but he's done so much for black people. I'm like, so when he says this on CNN, y'all really listen, don't you? Y'all really. And what it is, I've had to tell them as a black man, every single one of them, you guys, I know what you're talking about, and we cannot deny it. And yes, he gave, what was the number, 500 million to black colleges? Something crazy like that, said.
Yeah, so I didn't want to belabor the story, right? So we got into that, and I said, well,
because they keep using that, keep dangling that over our heads. That's almost like saying,
but it's a
he gave you a brand new car, but he still has slaves in the backyard.
Right.
Yeah,
kind of like that Donald Trump situation with the Clippers.
Yeah, he's still not showing any passion or compassion towards the racist people in America, towards all the police brutality. So you know what? I don't want to hear, but he's done so much for black people because he gave money to those HBCUs. Don't get me wrong. That's great. That's amazing. But I feel like he did that just so he could. Somebody asked me,
but that's not even true though, Alex. But that's not even. But that part isn't even true. Because when I asked the rich white lady the story, and we got our guest waiting in the green room, so to let her know we coming. We got a nice surprise for you guys. But I take this, and you gotta be informed when you start talking to people, right? So I asked her, can you name, since you made this statement, rich white lady, can you name what has Donald Trump done for black people? And so she was like, I don't really know, but whatever they say, I just know that they say that, right? And I said, well, you can't repeat that statement if you don't know what that statement actually means. And so I said, let me help you out, from a policy standpoint, right? And so what you just spoke to when it came to HBCUs, what she doesn't understand, and even most people understand, is that funding was already there. That funding has been there since George Bush Jr., right? So it wasn't even this $500 billion just came out the sky. That funding was already appropriated there. If you understand the nuances, every year when they do the budget, the HBCU union or all the presidents have to come together and ask the president to put it into the budget because it's not finitely in the budget. So you have to go back every year, even with Obama. Every year.
But they said something I got to ask you. They said Obama didn't do it. So did he not do it, or did he just not give as much?
So I'll speak to that, right? So that's 2 points. Let me finish that point. So every year, in order to get that funding redone, every year the presidents, all the historically black presidents, their lobby group come together and they basically have to get the president to put it back into the budget. It's one of the only piece of bipartisan policy that both the Republicans and the Democrats agree on. So it's nothing that get hung up. They agree to it. Every year they put it in. Now, speaking to Barack Obama, which is kind of sadly, and I was explaining this somewhere earlier, and we don't have to get deep into politics, is yes, Barack Obama did take that funding away. That for his first year in office under a majority Democrat and a majority lead Senate and House, for whatever reason, he decided that he didn't want to bring that funding back. But subsequently, in 2 years, the Black Caucus got together and they said, hey, Barack, you got to put that money back for HBCUs.
And he did.
He ultimately put the money back, right? But much like what Donald Trump is doing, he's saying, hey, see, I gave y'all money. And we're like, no, you just put the money back, Barack Obama. And then now Donald
clarified that, man. I'm sick of the white people that I talked to, but he's done so much, and he keeps saying it. And remember, they don't fact check those things when it comes out.
They just listen.
So they're just going off what he's saying.
He agreed to bring the money back. He agreed to bring the money back.
Every one of them, I'm saying, okay, maybe yes, he did give that money, but I also don't let it go by with it. He's showing no compassion towards what is going on with black people in America. when you're saying, you know, these racist people are very fine people, and you only have a few words to say about black people that are being killed by cops. Hey, man, you know why he's not saying anything bad about those people? Because those are his fan base. Those are the people that are voting for him for the next president of the United States.
So see this next comment. This is the type of thing when we start having these conversations. This is what happens, right? Donald Trump never called black men super predators, right? And it's like, so that's supposed to be a shot at Biden.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I mean? It's like, come on,
we can get on that. We can get on that, but right now I gotta introduce my girl, who is absolutely hilarious. She is from Oak Cliff, Texas. She's funny as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Precious Hall in the building. Like the funny don't stop, show.
Yeah, Precious got to get her camera fixed.
Precious!
Hey. But we can hear her though. We can hear
Precious,
her.
we hear you, but we don't see you, girl.
There we go.
Is. Precious. Precious.
She frozen.
Yeah,
Precious, where you at? Chipotle?
She got her keys. We can hear the keys.
Yeah, we hear the keys.
Yeah.
Precious, where you at? Chipotle? They like she out in the streets.
Yeah.
Precious!
She need to get under some Wi-Fi.
Precious, hey, whatever nigga's house you at right now, tell him to fix his Wi-Fi.
Right?
Nigga,
She getting her temperature checked.
Oh, you getting your temperature took? And she got gun Glock earring.
She got pistols in the ear.
Pistols in her ear. What up? Hey, where you at? An audition?
No,
Precious,
where you at? I'm not at the audition. I'm ready.
where you at?
I gotta shoot some shit at 4, so I was trying to get here early so I could do this with you. But then I was still on the way when you was like, "Where you at?" So I was trying to do some nigga shit and hop on. You know what I'm saying?
So Precious, turn your camera. Turn your camera
Turn your
sideways.
camera sideways, Precious. Turn your.
Oh,
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
There we go.
I came to the bathroom. Let me not myself in.
Hey,
Oh, we
hey,
in the bathroom.
Oh,
Bathroom confessions with Precious.
Hey,
Hey, all I have to say is I'm feeling the Glock 9 Ruger earring.
the Desert
That is
Eagles.
like the
Desert
feel
Eagles.
today.
you gotta be ready to shoot at any time. You know what I'm saying? Because they be coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
Precious, how you been? What you been up to?
Oh, I've been staying busy. Praise G on the house. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my podcast every week. That's On These Hoes on All Death. I dropped my special in April during the pandemic, you know, shot it in January. So
As you should.
What Happened to Precious is only on iTunes. And then I'm getting back into my little comedy shit because you know how that shit been. So got shows coming up, and I just been doing a lot of Zoom shit, so I've been getting used to this world, you know.
Exactly. Let me ask you a question. I don't even know if I asked you this as long as I've known you. Did your mama name you Precious, or did you have another profession before you started doing stand-up comedy?
My mama named me Precious.
So Precious is on your birth certificate.
On my birth certificate.
On my mama. I did not know that.
That is real true story. And you know what? My brother got a normal name, my mama and daddy got normal names, and I asked my mama, like, why did you name me Precious? And she was like, I don't know, I just thought you were gonna be Precious. Shit, like, she didn't have no real reason.
Wow.
Like, they got the normalest names, so I'm like, you knew I was gonna be a star. She's like, nah, I just.
So I know I'm not the only one to ask that. Other people have had to have asked you, is Precious your real name?
You know what? Not many people ask me that.
Really?
Because I guess, most stuff I have my full name, like Precious Hall. I have my name on stuff, so most people don't, though. Yep, real shit.
Hey, so let me tell you something. I don't know if you guys know this, but this girl, when I tell you, I find myself stuck to her Instagram sometimes, but it be some of the funniest videos. One that just pops up instantly off the top of my head, and I gotta show it. And then after I show the video, then I want you to explain what we just saw. Okay? It was the one when you, I don't even know what city you were in, but you ran into like a group of black cops.
I did.
Raul, roll this clip. We're going to watch it, and then we're going to talk about it right after.
How y'all doing? Good. We just came, we just flew in, but we never seen this many black cops all together or whatever. So, shit, I'm from Texas. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with the cops? I gotta catch this. What y'all doing? Like, what is this, break? What you know with the Coke? It ain't a Pepsi, though. He said you got a Coke. Okay. Look. I'm sorry, I'm a comedian. I talk shit, but it's just good to see y'all. I don't know what's going on, but we like, long as they don't come out, y'all good looking. Okay, tatted up. What you got? Nah, what's up? Y'all have a good one. We just fucking with y'all already.
Obviously, Precious, you obviously don't have no warrants or cops don't want you.
Great.
Nobody just walks up on 9 cops saying, what's up, nigga? What up, nigga? I see you got tattoos.
I know. I don't even know. You know what? It was a random trip because y'all know I'm from Dallas. I'm from Oak Cliff, but like we went to Houston and I was riding with my partner and I just saw them and I'm like, bitch, pull over because I ain't never seen, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what are they? I really just had her to pull over.
That's Houston. It's an anomaly, right? Cops are just like regular dudes you see in the club and just hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's probably the only city where cops aren't really like militia. Like it's black dudes that work at UPS and then it's black dudes that, I just happen to work at HPD. I ain't that committed to this, right?
Wait, Precious. My last time in Dallas, I was up in Park. You know that the club, what's it called?
Park Avenue?
Park Avenue. Packed. All the athletes, everybody's in there popping bottles. Nigga, I saw a table full of cops. The nigga had Cristal in a badge in his other hand. This nigga was like, yeah, nigga. Nigga, I was like, cops are lit with their badges and Cristal. Like, these niggas just blend in with everybody else.
It really makes me, because that's the video that went viral, but I was so happy because I was in Houston and I went to this club. I went to Scarface Club and Scarface was there and I got to meet Scarface. And, he a legend in the South. I don't know if he's everywhere, but like I was so excited about that video and then the cop video blew up. I'm like,
That's how it is sometimes.
Hey, but let me ask you this. Was it a cop convention? Like, how did this happen to be 8 nigga cops all on break? Standing in front of a apartment building.
I was pretty close. I come to find out, I guess it was a sheriff's office, sheriff's thing. So they was all sheriffs. They weren't just regular black cops. They were all sheriffs. I was like at the sheriff shit. I don't know what I put on shit. I just saw them out there. Total girl put in the parking lot, but they are all Houston sheriffs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, you know the first thing I thought about, because I'm a big fan of First 48, and I know you are from Oak Cliff. I thought nigga, it was a tape in the First 48. I didn't know.
You stupid.
Every time I turn on First 48, nigga, it is a nigga getting killed in Oak Cliff.
I know it's horrible. We're not proud of that. We're trying to, make Dallas safe again.
Right. Hey, that's your new t-shirt. Make Dallas safe again.
For real. My partner got him already. My barber, shout out to him. Make Dallas safe again.
So I want to involve you. I want to involve you in the show because, hey, man, you are an American and you just like us. My question is, are you voting? Have you voted already?
Good question. I got my ballot in the mail. It got the little stick on thing, got the shit where I can vote. So I'm deciding, and my mama keep telling me to do it, but I'm like, I'm deciding. I know y'all. I know Trump ain't shit, but at the same time, neither of them other people, fool. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody like, well, it's better than. We can't be getting it's better than nothing as president. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's better than nothing as dude. Like, you gotta aim for, you can't go in knowing the nigga ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. And I feel like they cool. I mean, I just don't think they can come in. I don't know. I'm really on the fence. And y'all, I'm not no big political ass person, no way. But I'm really still deciding. I probably will because my mama said do it, and I'm still do what your mama say.
Do what your mama say.
Exactly.
Do what your mama say. Your mama said, Precious, make a change, Precious.
She 1,500 miles away. Do it. I'm like, oh, okay, before the date.
Okay. Now, this is so funny. This segue, I'm sorry, it's only maybe because it looks like you in a bathroom in a mirror right now. That's what it looks like.
But I'm in the bathroom with the phone on the paper towel thing sideways.
Oh, okay.
It's only
You did a video, another video that had me on the ground, and I got a whole bunch of questions. All I'm gonna say is the name of the video is called "Hoe in the Mirror." You hear that, Savvy?
Hoe in the mirror.
Hoe in the mirror. We gonna watch this video right now, and then we gonna talk about it as soon as you come out. Roll that clip real quick.
Roll that beautiful music.
Can't think of his last name, but I know that I can. It always feels real good, but being realistic, it's only for one night. Now I'm late trying to get to work, in last night's wrinkled shirt. This dick done fucked up my life. Seeing girls on holidays, getting gifts from Bay. When a white girl like I can't even get a text reply. He says he's gonna call, my phone ain't rung at all. He must think I'm slow. I'm tired of playing this ain't fun no more. Wanna cut but Negro, realizing I need more. I'm talking to the hole in the mirror. This chick has got to change her ways. Don't want more bodies than a serial killer. If you don't want your to have a taste, stop giving it out and close them. Later, talking to the hole in the mirror. I'm asking her to change her ways. Don't want more bodies than a serial killer. If you don't want your to have a taste, stop giving it out and close your legs. You gotta shut it down, but you catch the shit. Stop moving. You got to choose one. One thing, yeah. Whoa, choose one, yeah. Bitch, nah, 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 nah. One thing, yeah. It ain't fun, but you gotta do is stay home with a book. One of these, some romance
Oh my God, dude! Was that not hysterical?
Oh my God.
Say, had you seen that before, Savvy? Have you seen that before?
No, that's my first time seeing it, man. That shit was hilarious and creative as hell. Dude, come up with some shit like that.
Who came up with that? If you know,
Who wrote that, man?
I'm a dude, and I'm going. They hit it the nail on the head. If any hoe mad at you, if any woman's mad at y'all, they hoes.
We thought, we wrote it. Shit, me and Cynthia wrote it. She had the idea of hoe in the mirror instead of being in the mirror, and we set up and shit, just switched the shit around and boom, 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 and it was fun. Shit.
I love comedy. I love comedy so much. Hoe in the mirror, I'm a fan for life. Soul Man Jack, there you go. Hey, that is no. Let me tell you something. When I see shit like that, because everybody knows me, knows I'm a writer and I love skits and sketches. That shit just motivates me to keep doing this shit, man. That shit is brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, what did you say about the dick? You said something. Your line.
When I broke it down at the end,
what was your line about the next day or some shit after you fucking nigga? It was just like they say the walk of shame the next morning. Like, what did I just do?
Man,
I licked
sometimes
all
you gotta
the
look in the mirror. It's so easy to blame, you know.
Oh my God. And then what y'all had it on point with the music, the Michael Jackson music and everything, just the cadence and the writing. I really appreciate that. I have to let you know that.
Thank you. We had fun. We did. We went in the studio and recorded the track. You know what I'm saying? We really was bootlegging
Hey,
it
speaking of dicks, you have a phrase that you have coined, and I've done shows with you. I've seen you sell out of t-shirts. The women go crazy. And for the people that don't know, she got these t-shirts that say, "What that dick do?"
The shirts don't say, it say WDDD. But
it's what?
Yeah.
I saw it on a t-shirt with you.
It's the acronym. It's the acronym, Alex. The acronym.
Right. How did you come up with that for the people that don't know? Explain what that dick do.
What that dick do? Okay, y'all. Actually, I created that joke. That actually originated from a friend in Texas. Me and her, we would just chop it up and talk shit. And, you know, basically, a dude is in a picture of his chest and shit. And shit. We like, nobody give a fuck about your chest. You know what I'm saying? What that dick do? You know, like, fuck this shit. Dudes always want to show off their body. Y'all only got one good tool, sir. You know what I'm saying? So keep your arms, your chest, your back and breast. We just need.
So in other words, So in other words, Precious, you don't mind if a nigga play in the NBA and he got 1,000 muscles, a ripped belly, or a nigga that's a plumber with a beer belly. It's all about what that dick do.
It is, but I do prefer chunkier men. I like thick.
Oh, no, that's good to know.
I like them thick.
Okay. So, okay, I'm glad you said that. And that's why we're here at the Funny Don't Stop show to talk about funny shit. So basically, you'll pick a thick, plump nigga over one of them pretty boy, baby hair ass, light skinned Tamar Moore looking niggas.
Any day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Big Rick Ross before the weight loss. You know what I'm saying? A big,
Rick Ross before the weight loss.
Because we know Luther, but I'm saying like a big old lineman ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why?
Shit.
Why? Why?
I don't know. It makes me feel good, because actually,
it's that teddy bear mentality.
They make me feel good. They all kind of comfortable too, but I don't have to worry about, black bitches be out here worrying about being super fine because your nigga be like Mr. Herbalife, but if you had you a normal, you know what I'm saying, cool, thick, we both like to eat shit, I don't think they'll be so judgy on me too,
Right. So you don't want a nigga that all he eats is soy cheese and tofu and green juice. You like, nigga, no, let's go for some barbecue ribs, some yams, oxtails, and some goddamn honey muffins afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, we can eat healthy. We can have some salmon shit. You know what I'm saying? Or some fried fish with some cheese. They don't have to be so, But yeah, I want us to still be healthy, but I want us to be country. We think shit a little.
Exactly. So a little Trey Songz looking nigga couldn't do shit for you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'll pass. And sure he'll pass on me, nigga. That's fine. Shit.
So Precious, dude, because I've seen you with a whole lot of different hairstyles. You're known for the bald head, but I've seen you. There's been times you were flipping, and I'll be like, hold up, that's not. I'll be like, totally lost me with a wig or whatever, right? The more guys come onto you with the bald head fade, or when you got the colorful ass, long ass hair down your back. What are these niggas on nowadays?
Well, I ain't been out in a while, but I do get a lot of attention when I put on her, A lot of people,
hold on, stop.
Really respect.
Hold on.
You have to know what you like to fuck with a bald black woman. You know what I'm saying? But when I put on her, shit, it don't matter what race, whatever, nigga, they is turning. Like, I don't know why men like her so much. Shit.
All right. Well, let me help you out, and I need to, because one thing about our show, we have people that follow us from all over the globe, right? And our people that are abroad, they might not know what her is. Her, it's hair, Hair. But she from Oak Cliff, so they say her.
You know,
St. Louis, her. Where you going? There or there? It's her.
Thorough, thirsty. Shit. Shit.
So, but you do get dudes that just like, can I just touch it?
Oh yeah, like I get plenty of dudes that like it. You know what I'm saying? But then with them, I be wondering, like, do they really like my hair, or do they? You know what I'm saying? Do they like? Because you know, I'm a woman. You can tell your titties everything, but still, like, do they attract to me because I'm bald and I'm like a nigga, and they like niggas, or they like me? I don't know. I can't tell. Gee, I don't know.
I know you sparked the interest of niggas because they look at you like, goddamn, she got bald head, nigga. She got guns in her ears, nigga. God damn. Nigga, I want to see what that gun is loaded with, nigga. Is it AK-47 bullets?
Nah, I'm not gonna like it. I do get a little attention. Not. I don't think I get enough. But so if anybody want to stalk a bitch, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm chilling.
So look, I want to involve you in something. This is a crazy story. You're the only girl on the show right now, so I got to tell you about this crazy story that just happened.
How long do we have? Because I gotta.
Okay, so we'll make this the last question. I know.
I'm sorry.
No. This is very deep, and I know you're gonna have a crazy ass question. Answer. So I gotta throw it out at you. Ready?
I'm ready.
So, in Australia, just about a week and a half ago, there was a flight that was going from Australia to here to America. And in the terminal bathroom, they found a newborn baby in the toilet. Somebody just gave birth to a newborn baby in the bathroom in the terminal. The plane was about to take off, and the police in Australia stopped the plane and had every single woman on the plane get off, and they had to check every single one of their vaginas to see if it was one of them that just did this horrible act. Like, when I heard this story, I can't make this kind of shit up. To just see if somebody would just drop the baby off and was about to hop on the plane and get out of country. Yeah, it was in Qatar or somewhere like that. So I told my wife this story, and she was like, "Oh hell, no, I'm not having this. Nobody's just gonna go up in my coochie to see if I ain't a baby." 10 minutes ago, I said, "I'm gonna ask Precious when she goes on the show. What would you have done if you were on that flight and you were on your way back to LA? You can put it on Precious' name, Raul. What would you have done? Would you have let them check your coochie?"
Woo. It probably was me who did the shit. So you know what I'm saying? I'm going to jail. No, I'm just in them other countries, they do what they want to do. It's not like, can you let them? In other countries. And so if you in other countries, you at their mercy,
Yeah.
And no, I would not willingly let them. But if they restrain me,
no, that's what I was telling my wife. That's what I was telling my wife. Because the last thing you want to do is get locked up abroad in some third world ass country because you wouldn't let Patrick Coochie down.
It almost happened to me before, y'all. Don't do it. Say, do what you gotta do. Don't follow all the rules. Shit, because they do what they want to do. And you sit there looking stupid.
Keep moving.
I was just wondering, did you think that would be a violation?
It's very much so a violation. Just like when you go to jail and they make you strip down and squat and cough, turn around and cough twice and shit. This is not inhumane, goddamn it. But this is shit we have to go through. I don't know. I hate it, but whew.
Okay. Well, I
just want to check my coochie. Can I get off? Because I got shit to do in Australia. So wherever we go, I got shit to do. What's up?
All right. Hey, Precious, I just want to tell you, thank you so much for dropping by the Funny Don't Stop show. I know you're busy. And
thank y'all for working with me. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
And you are super funny. I love working with you. I'm always be calling you for something. But let them know real quick. Is there anything that we can find you on? Anything coming up? Let them know you're still speaking.
Just follow me at Precious Hall Comedy on everything, y'all. Precious Hall Comedy, everything. And then I do have a drive-in show coming up with Big Boy. It's Big Boy's Funny Mofos that we're doing on the 14th. It was the 7th, but November 14th at Silver Lakes Park in North Oak, California. So if you are near that area, come through, fuck with us. You know, it's gonna be a great show. And thank you.
And one of the ladies just hit us. One of your fans just hit us and say, where can they get the what that dick do t-shirts? They want to know, where do they go?
Girl, I'm bootleg. I used to have them online. Now I got them in the crib. Tell her DM me, shit. I sell them one. You know what I'm saying?
All right. All right, Precious. Love you, girl. Appreciate it. Thank you. Big round of applause for Precious Paul. Oh my God. I love having funny people on the show, man. That just adds to the banter. You know what I mean?
Man, she is hilarious, man.
Isn't that crazy though, you guys? Like what I mean, imagine that, man. You're in another country and you're about to go home, and all of a sudden the plane gets stopped because somebody just had a baby in the and they're like, I mean, I was talking to my wife about it and I was like, dude, really, what are they supposed to do? You know what I mean? Because everybody's gonna lie. There's gonna be people in there to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Say it was one of those ladies on that plane. They had to check to see if somebody got a mess in their pants. You know what I mean?
I was reading on that, and they said that they basically told everybody. They didn't even tell anybody, any of the females, what they were doing. They just basically held them all down. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Oh no, now that's crazy. You can't just hold me down, just go in my pants.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I did not know that.
It's just like she said though, man. When you in them other people's countries, they do what the hell they want to do.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
You got to know the rules before you go somewhere, man.
Especially women are like third-class citizens when you start talking about other countries. So you can't that women live independence mindset and thinking, no, I ain't doing this. Like, whatever. You're a woman and you're a third-class citizen, right there with the animals in other countries.
Exactly.
So, it's kind of tough. They just got women the right to drive in
that's
Saudi Arabia.
That's crazy.
That's very unfortunate, man.
I think,
but I didn't know Australia. I didn't think Australia was like that.
Why didn't you think they were like that, mate?
It was
what do you thought? It was just all about wallabies? We go on pussies too, mate.
It was the airline though. It was in Australia, but I think it was the airline that was that. What was it, Qatar or something like that?
Yeah, Qatar airline.
Qatar Airlines. Yeah.
So that's an Arab. That's an Arab airline country.
That's an Arab Airlines. Yeah. So in that case, the law is not in your favor at all.
Hell no. When it comes to Arab, no, hell no. Especially for a woman, like said, hell no.
Right. So I got a question, man. I guess this is for Savvy, man. I don't know if we've ever touched this topic before, but I know how I feel about this. Savvy, how old is your daughter?
She's 5.
5. Okay. Raul, how old is your daughter?
She's 19.
She's 19. Said doesn't have any kids yet. But my question to you guys is, do you believe in spanking your children?
Me?
I'll go with you first, Savvy.
I don't, man. My girl gets on my head all the time because of what I let my daughter actually get away with. Like, I give her the stare down, but when it comes to spanking, I don't know, man. Maybe maybe I'm soft or whatever you want to call it, bro. Maybe it's the era that we in. Maybe because she's fair skinned, I don't want to leave no marks. But whatever it may be, I'm not into the spanking because, for one, I'm the fear of going to jail behind doing a minimal thing. These kids, to the point they talk to, hey, my dad hit me yesterday, and they like, what? So I can say, Alex, honestly, if it gets too bad, I may grab her hand and like maybe pop the hand.
Right.
But as far as like actually spanking, I'm not into it, big dog. I don't do it.
Okay, Raul.
I would say more of a smacking than a spanking.
Yeah.
Because I think even when I grew up, I got a couple spankings and smackings and whoopings. You know, just because I was a
Hold
badass,
on, Raul. You
know.
said a smacking? Are you
He
smacking
said,
the face?
I'm going to a smack. He like, come here.
Not on the face. No, not on the face.
No, because that's what a
But, you know,
smack
you-
is.
That's what a smacking is.
Like,
Come
yo, you coming in here, you get
Hey,
beat in the mouth.
Bro,
You get
got
jaw
beat down
shots.
you got beat down like you were a cartel member.
Raul said, yeah, man, I'm in more smacking than
I'm
a
kind of
fake.
like where Savvy's at, where it's like, you know, at this time of frame, you can't do that. Because
You
of the
can't do
fact
it.
that-
No matter how bad
because-
you want, you can't.
Yeah, because like I said, even if the word, I mean, even if it wasn't, let's say you just even put a little smack on a booty or something on the back or something like that on a hand, and she goes and tells the teacher, that right there instantly is a
over.
phone call to the police, and it's just more drama.
Children's services.
But
yeah,
I think,
it's just like you, Alex. If you were to spank Halo, it's gonna leave a bruise, bro. No matter how hard it's gonna leave a mark.
No, absolutely. But as a dad, and I'm coming from, I was abused as a child. Why y'all niggas laughing, man? I was abused. No, they used to lay hands on me. That's when you can lay hands on a baby in the grocery store and shit, right?
Yeah,
and
it was
everybody-
different back then.
Right? I believe in being obviously very, very stern because they need to know how serious it is. And hey, man, if they don't listen to you, they're going to have problems out in the streets, right?
That's true.
Because it starts at home and you're the ones that love them. Now, I can't lie to you. Yes, I will spank her on the booty. I'll hit her on the leg, but not all the time. It is just if it gets out of hand. But she's a really great little girl. Now, I'm one with sons too.
Yeah.
Legend, I steal on that nigga in his jaw. Okay. Hey man, little boys will test you like, nigga, what? What, cuz? I used to call this nigga cuz. Like the gangbanger came out. I said, do your homework, homie. You feel me? No.
Squaring up with a 2-year-old.
I was like, look, nigga, I'm Mansfield, nigga. I need you to no, boys are different. I'm a little more stern with my son, daughter. Yeah. You little baby. You're not beating them down. And a beautiful thing, I have a wife for her to do that. She can be a little bit more stern. And yes, she does get mad at me sometimes. She's like, you let them get away with everything. But I have to really be very, there are times that call for that. The reason I asked you guys, there's a viral video that's been going around. And it is, I hate to say it's funny, but it's funny as fuck. Raul, I need you to roll this clip, and then after we roll the clip, I want to get everybody's feeling on would you or would you not let your kids go this far. Roll that clip, Raul. Okay, I will tell you this, that if Legend throws a pot at me and says fuck you, you might see me on the news that night because you're going to hear about a nigga that tried to choke his son out. I'm sorry. We all know, I hate saying the stereotypical, but we can all say it together. White people.
Yeah, bro. That right there
in the bud at a young age, man, because kids that throw pots, pans, and shoes and cuss you out, they eventually become serial killers.
Yeah, they're gonna be like the Menendez brothers when they grow up, bro. Now, a kid like that, you got to whoop their ass, bro.
Yeah, that little boy, he looked like he was possessed or something. He didn't even look like he was in his right mind.
First of all, he said, "I will kill you, mommy,"
and he bitter.
There. Yeah, that right there is an ass whooping.
Do it. I hate to say it, call me crazy, but if a kid is 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years old and throwing shoes at you, and you allow it, by 14 and 15, that's going to be a table.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's gonna be a basketball. That's gonna be a hot iron on your head.
Bro,
let's get ready to rumble.
Right.
Great timing, Raul. Great. What's the feeling on that set? Hey, were you able to say "kiss my ass" to your parents? Said?
Nah, not at all. I mean,
Kiss my
old
ass.
school black country from the South. You know what I mean? So we never had none of that. None of that was like. It was even certain words, forget curse words, but it was just like even certain words that couldn't be said. I can't think of any now.
Bless you.
But yeah, when you grow up in a super, spiritual, religious household, like it's just certain cultural norms that you just cannot go outside of. So
So in a super spiritual household, do you get a super spiritual ass whooping from
beating?
above?
You get a straight beating. You know what I mean? You get that scripture, spoil the child, spare the rod type of
So while you getting your ass beat in a Christian household, does your father, while he's whipping your ass, say, "And this is Jesus whipping your ass"?
Yeah. No. You might get a scripture. You might get a scripture before. You're gonna get a scripture about what you did wrong, and then you're gonna get the spoil the child, spare the rod. Then you're like, all right, so now pull them pants down, and we about to get this beat.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll get a beating, and then I'll throw some holy water on me. Man.
Yeah, man.
Wait. Say that again, Raul.
I said I would get a beating, and then they would throw holy water on me after.
Yeah. Oh, so you really did grow up? In a cartel household.
Hey, man.
And the holy water was king because of the wealth that they made on your legs.
Did you have to go take confessionals, Raul?
And throw holy water on you?
Did they make you do confessionals with the priest afterwards, Raul?
Yeah, man. They would go tell them what you did.
Yeah.
Wow,
man.
Hey, man, I'm from the old school, man, and I truly believe it. I mean, of course, none of us, we're all joking, but we're not talking about abuse. We're not talking about throwing blows and bruises and busted eyes and lips. But I feel like you have to chastise your children to some extent because they need to know, right from wrong. Sometimes talking doesn't work. And I truly believe you cannot reason with a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old. What are you talking about, Timmy? This is not in the agreement. Okay, okay, but what he is going to understand is this hand up against his ass or his leg to be like, no, that means no. I mean, to me, that's the difference between your kid running out in the street. Just talk to the agreement. What's not to run in front of cars? Okay, you may not understand your car, and your little niggas running out on the 101 or Sepulveda.
Right.
But he is gonna know when he sees this fist, this hand, nigga, stop in your tracks. And mommy and daddy only said that because we love you. That's a life or death situation.
Right.
And sometimes it takes that.
Yeah, for them, right, man.
Do you agree, Savvy?
I do agree, man. Like I say, my girl would tell me all the time when my kid would do something kind of hard-headed or ridiculous, and I kind of give her a pass or just holler at her. My girl always tell me, like, you know what? If you keep on doing that, she gonna get to be like 10 or 11, and she gonna be like just off the chain when it come to you. She gonna be disrespecting you. Like, you not chastising her is not parenting. You gotta do something to her, because the bigger she get, the worse it's gonna be. It's almost like this, Alex. And by no means am I comparing humans to animals. But what I'm saying is, you could get some of the most vicious dogs. Like, let's say you get a vicious pit bull, right? If you have it as a puppy and you disciplining it and letting them know when that dog gets huge and vicious, it's going to respect you regardless how vicious it is.
That's right.
Because you put it in them as a puppy, so it already know as an adult, like, hey, I can't fuck with this.
You know what that is, Savvy? You know what that is, Savvy? That's boys.
Yeah, that's boys. Yeah.
The boys are going to come up and try to test their fathers. I know because I grew up in a house with 5 boys.
Right. It's going to happen.
5 boys, dude. And the minute these niggas tried to knuckle up on my dad, this nigga had to turn into heavyweight champion of the world and be like, all right, I'm about to fight. Exactly. So it's a thin line. Nigga, there was times when my dad was beating my brothers so bad. I was 3 seconds from calling the police, nigga. I'm like,
it's an epic battle.
It's an epic battle.
All I know, if somebody is unconscious for at least 3 to 10 seconds, I might have to call the police.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so when you grow up the only child, you don't have that buffer though, Alex. That's the only problem, man.
Right.
Yeah. And here's the thing I always say with people that grow up with like siblings, right? When something go bad, it ain't hard to detect who it was. It was you, right? You can't say it was nobody else. You can't put it on nobody else.
It was you.
Very
true. Like, ain't no telling on nobody else.
The rule of thumb is got to go perfect, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a certain thing when you're the only child versus when you got siblings.
Right.
Y'all can kind of like.
And what's crazy that you said that you brought that up. Since I grew up in a house with 5 boys and I'm the oldest, nigga, every trick, every maneuver, every hit, it was all practiced on me. So by the time it got to my brothers,
they got that perfected. They got their stroke down.
He had the butt naked whipping down.
He had the right elbow action. He knew
everything.
Exactly.
Everything. So you know what I mean. But you know, it is what it is. I truly believe though that you gotta just so that doesn't happen. What we saw in that video, because that lady, I hate to say it, she gonna have some problems when they get older.
She's gonna have a lot of problems, bro.
She got a lot of problems now.
Well, that was a nanny show, so hopefully the nanny came in to get it, fix it all.
Oh, nigga, the nanny's gonna get a pot thrown at her too. If you don't respect your own household, oh my God. It's like crazy kids when you remember when you were kids. Like when they were crazy outdoors, you're like, oh my God, it must just be a jungle at that nigga's house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know if this is a good example or not, but before I was married, when I was out in the streets with these crazy ladies out there in these streets, I used to be like, if you see a chick in public and she's damn near butt naked in the club or butt naked in a restaurant or butt naked just out and about, oh my God, it is going to be some horse shit going down at your house this evening. It is going to be some nasty frabernacle going down. This nasty in public.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
So it's almost like the same thing. So quick question, you guys, because I know we don't have a lot of time. Is anybody here crazy about Halloween? I've never been too crazy of a Halloween guy. I don't know if anybody here
get
dressed or anybody into costume.
Another big hot white holiday. You know what I mean? I was just telling someone that the other day that it's funny, like when we're kids, it's cool. I think it's kind of equal playing field for everybody. But then like it's a certain thing. White people, when they get adults, they kick it into a high gear, into a whole nother gear. Whereas like black folks, it's like whatever, man. Where the drinks at, and cool. Some kids knock on the door. I'll have some candy for them. But I think the adults get more into it than the kids do.
So said, I guess it's safe to say you're not the type brother that was planning 6 months out what you're going to be in Halloween.
Nah, bro.
Like, do you already know at Christmas what you're going to be next year?
Right, exactly. No,
you're not that guy?
I'm not that guy. I'm probably the super woke guy because I'm explaining people what Halloween come from and how it's pagan and all that kind of stuff, right?
So are you like this? This is going to be you on Halloween, and I just want you to ask me, so what are you, brother?
So what are you, Alex? What's up? What are you?
Nigga, I'm woke.
I'm woke.
Yeah, that's me.
Can my eyes get any more open, brother? See, that's the problem. Your eyes is closed, brother. I'm woke.
Nigga, I'm woke.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm not gonna...
what about you, Raul? Are you a Halloween type dude? Do you have your costume laid out already for what you're gonna be next weekend?
Nah, man, I haven't done that in a while. I used to go back in the days. I used to go bag snatching. So
back in the criminal.
You was a little thug. You was a little thug, huh, Raul?
He was a ghetto boy.
Exactly, man. So I was like, I wait till the late night till I see all the bags down there full. I'll be in the bushes with my homeboys, man, and we on.
Hey, Raul, you kind of scare me sometimes. Ask me, I'm Raul. Ask me how Halloween was growing up.
Alex, how was Halloween growing up?
Man, it's changed now because where I grew up, we used to rape the witches on that and take their brooms and never mind.
Rape the witches.
Like, goddamn, okay.
Man, we was wild.
So, Stabby, what about you, man? Are you like a real Halloween type dude?
I was not until I had a kid. I had to be, bro. Like every year, I'm either this year, nigga, I'm Olaf from Frozen.
So you do know. You do already have your outfit.
Last year, nigga, I was Maui from Moana. The year before that, I was Sally of Monsters Inc. They be having I be looking ridiculous for the past 5 Halloweens. I've been looking ridiculous,
brother. And guess what? You got a homie and a friend right here. I'm the exact same shit. My shit's laying on the bed right now. I'm the 10 man this weekend, nigga.
Hilarious.
When you have kids, you got to do it.
Yeah.
I just tried on my little tight 10 outfit earlier.
Hey, last year y'all were Minions, weren't you?
Yeah, we were the Minions.
Yeah, they were Minions last year.
So now this year we're the entire the Wiz, the Wizard of Oz. Like somebody's a lion, somebody is.
So who's Dorothy?
Who's Dorothy, Alex?
Hey, is it Halo or Brady?
I think Dorothy is my mother-in-law. I don't know. I just get the memos. They just tell me, here you are. Here's who you are, nigga. Put it on.
Brazy just play out the costume.
Who is Dorothy and who's the Wicked Witch of the East?
I have no fucking clue. All I know is, would you guys go this far? Raul, roll that clip real quick. Would you go this far? I guess he's trying to win a contest or something.
Wow.
Was
that a real person?
Nah,
but go back. We'll go back again. Let's see.
It's a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist.
Damn. I said I can't believe the nigga asked that. That's what I was gonna say. Show it again. Show it again one more time for him, please, Raul. Savvy.
I'm still acting. Is that a real person?
Nah,
what are you, 9? Are you 11, nigga?
He got the hand up the ass and everything.
He got the hand up. His hand right here.
Hey, I didn't see that part. All I saw looked like
Raul. This is the fake hand, and his hand is in there working his. Go do it again.
Well, see, I saw the fist right here. Look like you was
fake.
That's the fake hand.
That's the fake hand in the.
Okay. Well, yeah, he got me for a second with that one, bro.
Yeah,
that was kind of funny and creative, though. I said all that to set y'all up to go. That's how far some people go. So I guess that would work at a party full of drunk people.
Man.
Yeah. Got my ass. Scooby-Doo.
What the hell? That is funny.
That's a good one for y'all, Alex.
That's a good one, though, bro. That's a real good one.
I know. What the hell? Oh, what?
Oh, look at the daddy on South Park.
Yeah, the dad on South Park. Hey, look at this one though. This was crazy.
Oh,
hell no, man!
That'll get you a lot of laughs at a party.
Yeah, that's the adult Halloween party.
Yeah. I would do that because bitches be want to take pictures with my snake all night long.
Can I pet your snake?
Like, can I get a picture with your python?
Right, exactly.
Can I come kiss your python?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's some shit that, and what's crazy, if he plays his cards right, he should be able to go home and have a whole lot of fun with whoever thinks that shit's real.
That's some crazy ass shit right there, bro.
Oh, well, there we go. That is the sirens.
Yeah, you already know.
Coco about to pull up on us, so we want to get up out of here. We missed our girl Betsy today. She had some stuff that she had to handle, but we still held it down. This was 94. Episode 94 today?
94.
Yep. That's what's up, man. Time is flying by so fast. I'm going to figure out something, man. We got to do something for 100, man. You guys got any ideas? You let me know. If the fans have any ideas, let us know. But I got a few surprises. A few people are going to call us up on our 100th episode, and it should be really cool. Yeah. Did you have a good time, Savvy?
Oh, yeah, man. Always do, man. I get a chance to freelance, act a damn fool.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I've been away from the damn trade now for damn near the whole year, man. So it's dope to be able to, you know.
It was great that we did this, brother. I tell everybody, the question I get all the time is, wow, man, you know, is this the longest you've been without doing stand-up? Or, you know, do you think you'll be rusty when you get back on stage? I say, man, let me tell you something. I have the dopest podcast on the planet with some of the dopest people on the planet. And this shit keeps me sharp. It keeps us relevant. It keeps us funny. It's very therapeutic. I'm constantly talking about you guys. Sid Brass, Savvy Amusing, Betsy Cox, Raul. Man, come on, man. We're an amazing team. And believe it or not, man, it's just the beginning. And I appreciate everybody from my teammates right here every week to, you know, everybody that follows us every week. Sid Brass, let them know where they can find you at.
Yes, definitely. Everybody, as a reminder, go out and vote. Go out and vote. Go out and vote.
Absolutely.
Most definitely go Dodgers. But you can check me out on Sid Brass, which is SEDBRASS.
Absolutely. Raul, where can they find you at?
You can catch me at the Big Goose, DABIGGUZ.
Hey, every week I'm going to say this from now on. Teamwork.
Make the dream work.
Teamwork.
Make the dream work.
I said teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
That's all I'm talking about. And you can catch me at Funny Man Alex Thomas, but every single Tuesday you can catch me right here on
The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop.